Welcome back to our channel, guys. It's your host with the most, Vince.
And it's your girl, Arlene.
And with a Real Tea Adventure. So, as of 2025, cruising has not been the same as it was a few years ago.
Definitely, things are bigger. Things are more modern.
Yes.
And like we've been cruising, like you said, for 7 years.
7 years now.
And I would say it's definitely has changed. COVID has definitely changed it a lot.
Yes.
And I noticed there's a lot of first-time cruisers.
Shout outs to the first-time cruisers that's taking a leap of faith to travel on sea because there's nothing to worry about. Don't listen to the false myth out there.
Right.
So, as of this video, I think it's only best that we go back to our rookie mistakes. From what we know now, what we would have done back then. But this time, we're going to help out the first-time cruisers.
This is for you guys.
All right, so tip number 1. Choosing the right cruise line.
Yep. See, for us back then, I didn't know the difference. I was just like, a cruise is a cruise, right?
Yeah.
So we just thought, there's different cruise companies out there, cool. But we didn't know that each cruise line had a different vibe, had a different, I would say, like, how can I say
ambiance.
There you go. Ambiance.
Atmosphere.
Yeah.
So every cruise line offers something different.
Right.
And there's a lot of cruise lines out there. Let's just say there's Carnival. Margaritaville is on the rise. You have Norwegian. You have Royal Caribbean.
MSC.
Virgin Voyage. Celebrity. We can keep going on and on. So there's a right cruise line for someone out there.
And every cruise line offers something different.
Yeah.
So when you do your research, it wasn't until later on we realized there were different vibes on the cruise because we've tried both. So far we've done Royal and we've done Carnival.
And Margaritaville.
Listen, I don't... That's a story for a different day.
I know.
Yes, we did Margaritaville too as well. And we found that between the two of them, like between Royal and Carnival, that there's a huge difference. There's like the nonstop fun.
That is Carnival.
And then you have like the family, the chill.
If you want thrill, that's Royal Caribbean.
That's definitely Royal Caribbean. Then you have like the sexy, the luxury, and adult only.
Virgin Voyage.
So you see what we mean when we say there's different cruise lines for every vibe and everything that you're looking for.
Yes.
See, before then, we didn't even know that.
No.
But we're learning and we're bringing that to you for first-time cruisers. So think about the vibe that you want before you book your cruise.
Yes. So let's head on. So now that we covered the cruise line, you got to pick out the right ships.
Yeah.
Because there are older ships, mid-sized ships.
Yep.
And then as of now, especially after COVID, there's the XL class ships.
Those are the mega ships.
So we've had the opportunity to experience them. As far as XL, we've done Carnival Celebration, and that's in the XL class.
Right.
And then as far as Royal Caribbean, we've done Icon of the Seas, which is the largest cruise ship.
And we did Utopia, which is the second largest. So we've done like a array of them. We done the old, we done the new, we done the small, and we did the mega.
Well, I want to correct you on that because I know there's going to be people in the comments. Utopia is part of, I think it's the last ship of the Odyssey class.
Okay.
The second largest cruise ship will be Stars of the Seas, which will be launching over the summer.
It is coming out. That is true.
I know there's going to be people in the comments criticizing us. I know.
Sorry, guys. My bad.
So you want to prioritize which cruise ships that you want. We've also had the experience to cruise on older ships too. And we've had fun too, honestly, like from Carnival Conquest to Freedom of the Seas. So we've done all 3 class size ships. Let's head on. The next tip we would want to say to you guys. I mean, if you're going to go on a cruise, it's not cheap.
I mean, it depends. It can be cheap, but you just got to know your budget.
Right. So that's the main point. You have to know what your budget is. Yeah,
you just got to know your budget. And because like we said, every one of them have like a different pricing. If it's newer, you're going to pay a little bit more. If it's older, it'll be cheaper. Then you got to know the seasons that you're also cruising. The seasons do make a difference. when it comes to booking your cruise.
Yes, and especially there's a lot of factors. You have holidays, you have theme
Mm-hmm.
cruises.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain period of the year where cruise fares are low.
Yeah.
So if you want to know, from January to I would say May, it's
Mm-hmm.
like the low season, and then from June, July, and early August, that's the high season
Yeah.
because a lot of kids they're on vacation, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of parents are traveling,
Right.
and then the price even double for the same itineraries you will get on a regular season. And then from end of August to December, the prices kind of do dip a little.
Right. And then what also makes a difference
Hmm.
is your cabin, your
Yes.
stateroom. So obviously we know that the interior is always going to be cheaper. It's going to be the cheapest room
Hmm.
versus getting a balcony or a suite or ocean view,
Right.
because the more you get, the more you pay. So you got to know what you got to choose: your stateroom, your cabin room.
Yes, and then also too, if you don't know, the 9 times out of 10, the price that you see, like the first listing of the price that you see on the cruise website, that's the interior.
Interior,
It
right.
starts off with the interior room, and then from there you have the ocean views, the balconies, and then the suites.
Yeah.
All right, so you spoke about choosing the right stateroom cabin, which is
Mm-hmm.
our next point.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't know the difference. For us, we love interior rooms. Honestly,
That be the best sleep
the
for
best
me.
sleep.
I don't know nothing that's going on. I don't know when it's dark, when it's light. I don't know anything that's going on. Honestly, I really do love it. And I know some people feel like they can't do interior because they feel like they're closed in. Like people
Yeah.
who are claustrophobic, like they feel like, oh, I need to see outside or I
Hmm.
need to have some type of, view. But for us, we don't mind an interior room.
I
And
love it.
trust me, it saves us money.
Trust me, and that's a hack too. This is no, this is the hack I don't rarely tell people. But if you want to continue going on trips and stuff, why not pay for an interior room compared to the price you would pay for a balcony and let that roll over to the next trip?
True. And let me say this. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we don't like balcony rooms,
Yeah,
because we do. Or sometimes we'll get a balcony if the price is right, or if it's
yeah.
like a special occasion, or if we had got an upgrade or
Hmm.
anything of that sort. But our go-to is always an interior room because we're looking at saving money
Money,
and where we can actually allocate those that money
money.
on the trip. Like that, the rest of the money that we would have paid for a balcony could go towards us getting drinks, us doing, going out and getting food, and,
Take some
and
notes.
right. And so we always want to be smart about how we plan our trip.
Right.
So one way we do it is definitely getting an interior room just to save us some money so we can use the rest of the money to do other stuff on the trip.
Now, the best cabin we will recommend if you're a first time cruiser is getting a balcony room.
Right. For a first time cruiser, you want your experience to be all that, you
Yeah.
know?
So with a balcony room, of course you're gonna be able to see like the ocean while you're cruising, and then you'll even see when we pull up to the
To
ports
the
too,
ports, yeah.
right? So it gives you a time too. Like for us, we use that as a way to like meditate or just soaking it in the moments because you don't get this back at home.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're in the middle of the ocean, it's like everything.
Right.
And then you have the ocean view, pretty much a porthole that has, uh, you can see the ocean. It's just there's no balcony available.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the suites, which is like the top of the top.
Right.
Certain cruise line, you do get, how do you call them?
The genie.
A genie.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Which is like
like,
a butler.
yeah, like a crew member that's gonna, they're like concierge, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
making sure like they take care of you. And then the staterooms, they're way bigger than the interior ocean view and then the balcony too.
Right.
And then you probably get more add-ons with that too, like maybe free Wi-Fi or a drink bar.
Mm-hmm. So
So
there's different perks with that
yes,
when
there's
you
different perks.
book those type of rooms.
All right, next point is, I mean, if you're on vacation, right? Loyalty points is like everything from credit
Mm-hmm.
cards to when doing groceries to getting gas. Did you know? Did you know? The cruise line does the same thing too.
See, there's other ways to save and get your points while you
Yes.
vacationing.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, with the points, right? Pretty much it's free. You just sign up with your email,
Mm-hmm.
and then every time you cruise, you're just building points, and then those points accumulate to like getting free perks. When we was on the Freedom, remember when we got
The
the
drinks,
drinks?
right?
We didn't know that was on the house, but
Yeah.
because of our tier, we were go tier on
Mm-hmm.
Carnival. When we went to the bar, they were like, "It's on us."
Right. So like the higher you go up, so there's like different perks. I think at one point it'll be like a free water bottle, free
Yeah,
water
free
in your
water. It
room or
depends on the
something like
cruise line
that.
too.
Right. It depends. Every cruise line has, as you go, every cruise line has different perks, but just know that you get, little free things here and there as you move on up.
Yes. So take advantage. Like I said, it's free. You just sign up with your email, and then from there, every time you sell on a cruise, you're building up points from your cruise duration.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next point is purchase travel insurance,
Ooh, guys.
which is like a big rookie mistakes. A lot of people they're not aware of.
Mm-hmm.
You actually lose a lot of money from your vacation because something may have came up
Come up. Mm-hmm.
or emergency happen, and then
You
next
lose
thing,
your money.
yeah, you lose
Like
your money.
you just never know. Like you just never know. I've seen one too many times. People will book their vacation and then PTOs decline. Some people don't care. They'll
Yeah,
still go on a vacation. But or I've seen emergencies happen or I've seen flights get canceled,
yep.
delayed, and all of this situation and you don't purchase the protection plan,
Hmm.
you lose all of that money. The cruise line don't care what you had going on, there will be no refund.
And what a lot of people don't know too, the travel insurance, it's not even that much. Just think about it. If I pay, let's just say $60, right? That's gonna protect me from my thousands of dollars of my
Yeah,
cruise fare, right? Now, if I don't pay the 60,
you lose all that money.
yeah, or sometimes even a partial refund.
Hmm.
But I'm trying to make sure I secure and get my money back. So why not just pay the extra money to protect your vacation?
Right. Just always think about it. You never know when an emergency is going to happen. So definitely look into purchasing. If you've never done it before,
Hmm.
even our non first time cruisers, just really consider it because you just never know when an emergency is going to happen.
Yes. So our next point is joining Facebook groups. I wish we knew that when we first
Hmm.
started cruising.
Right.
We didn't know that till like later on. But there are many Facebook cruise groups out there that you can choose from the lines, the cruise lines,
Hmm.
the cruise ships by itself, your cruise selling.
Right. Your dates that you're actually selling, they do create Facebook groups for that actual selling
Hmm.
of that date. So if you go on Facebook, let's just say you're going on Carnival Celebration in October 2025, you'll look that up and there's actually groups for that. People do meet and greets on there.
Yes.
People, just want to know who's all going to be on there.
Yeah.
Then I believe they sometimes give out the themes and different stuff that's going to be happen
Yeah.
on that selling. So there's so many different ways for you to see what's going on with your selling on these Facebook groups.
So it's a way to like network, socialize, or you're just in a community of people that love cruising, and you'll be surprised on how many people are actually in these Facebook groups. So we
Hmm.
definitely recommend, like before you even book a cruise, make sure to join a Facebook community group.
Right.
Our next point is before you sell, a lot of people they fail to check in.
Yes, guys, you definitely have to check in before you even get to the port.
Yeah.
It's very important, it's vital. You skip the line, you skip all of that process when you get to the port.
Yeah.
So it's important that you go, you download the app and you follow all the steps, you put in all your documents just so you can make check-in a smooth process.
Right. So checking in probably consists of your appointment arrival time, what time you're gonna arrive at the port,
Mhm.
what credit cards or debit card you're gonna have for your onboard purchases,
Right.
If you have kids, are you going to put them in the camp or not? So it's just those things that are included with your check-in, and also too, the app is a way for you to navigate around the cruise ships too,
True.
from your entertainment to what's going on around the cruise ships.
What's
From
open
yeah,
and your show time. It has literally all your
everything.
information. It's like a compass on there, and it tells you everything that you need to know. And going back to the check-in, you got to make sure you have your luggage tags,
Yeah,
your boarding pass, all your important documents, and all those things. And they always tell you if you have any meds or anything of that sort, you want to make sure you put it in your carry-on.
yeah. So definitely check in so that way you can save time. Usually, once you do it on the app, the check-in process is probably less than 5 minutes. And you're on the ship.
Yeah, true.
All right, so this is probably like one of the most important points. A lot of people take a lot of risks with this one, and it's a big rookie mistake you don't want to do. Arrive the day before your cruise.
Please, guys, this is very, very, very important.
Yeah,
I know people try to save money by coming in the day of because they don't want to pay for
we get
hotel.
it. We get it.
We understand, guys, but and again, you are taking the risk of losing your vacation
Yeah,
by coming in the day before. That's like you're the things that happen is that your flight get canceled, it gets delayed. Then I've seen so many people like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I've literally seen this one woman jump in the car a couple of hours before just to make it to the port because her connection flight, like she got to one state and then the connection flight got canceled.
yeah.
So she had to rent a car and rush down to the port. And you don't want this headache right before your vacation.
You got to think about it. There's some things you just can't control, and if flight delays or something in the air happen,
Right,
weather
mechanical
inclement,
issues,
yeah, like
weather.
I know there was a couple years back there was a pilot shortage. That was even an issue too. So these things do arrive, and for you to take the risk of losing out on your cruise, it's a bad idea. So we definitely recommend come at least a day, 2 days or a day before your cruise, so that way you know you're safe. You're around the port area,
Right.
and all you have to do the day of embarkation day is just
Get
taking
to
the
your
shuttle
port.
and getting to the port. This is my favorite part, right? Of the points. And look, this is something that I wish we had did back then when we first started cruising. But it's okay. It's okay. Our job is to communicate. Well,
To educate.
to educate. My bad. Our viewers and those who are first time cruisers. So we're in a digital age right now where you can literally watch and make content out of your phone. So why not make money from your vacation?
True.
Look at us. We're YouTube.
Content creators.
Exactly. So it's like we're creating content any ship that we go, any cruises that we go, and then people like watching this,
Yeah.
especially after COVID too. It's like it's just been a rise of people enjoying cruises, going on more cruises, creating content, and then they're getting monetized from it
True.
too.
True.
So why not take the advantage and monetize and creating content? And that's also part of your memories too.
It really is. You get to go back and you watch your own vacation.
So we've pretty much wrapped up the whole point of if I were to start cruising, this is what I would do.
In 2025.
Right? So you're learning from us. We've been there. We've done a lot of rookie mistakes
Yes.
to where we're at right now. And I would say this is very helpful for you guys.
Yep.
Gonna
So
wrap up?
That's it. That's all we have for you.
So if you found this video to be very informative and you probably sent some value, you took some value from our tips, give this video a thumbs up and comment down below like, when is your next cruise?
Yeah, let us know. Or if you want to add something to, if you want to give some other tips too, go ahead and put it down below in the comments. We'd love to hear from you guys.
So we're going to wrap up this video and sign out. It's your host with the most, Vince.
And it's your girl, Arlene.
And we're the Real Tea Adventure. And don't forget to cruise and chill. Peace.